Hello beloved beings throughout the planet, I'm Szilard Engelhardt, welcome on my YouTube channel. In today's video I would like to provide you with a list of signs that tell you that you are living on the new earth. What does it mean? In a video last year I made a statement, namely that if you clear up your stuff, if you finish your cleansing process, then next year, this year 2017, you will have the opportunity to experience a whole different reality. And I know that in our collective consciousness there are these statements of the new arising, but these statements have real strengths. They are complete when you can assess whether it turned out to be so or not. So in that sense, I would like to invite you today to a journey in which you can have an in-depth analysis or assessment you can do for yourself based on the list of attributes of a new Earth frequency range I'm providing in this video. And the goal is now to find out, have you already arrived, or what's going on? Where are you at the moment? And it is also important that this living on a new Earth is maybe a little bit controversial as a phrasing, because the new Earth, the outer Earth, the paradise has not fully unfolded yet. That's why it is like that you take a screenshot from a video. It is still not the end of the video, but somewhere, before the end, and you can take a screenshot and use it for your assessment. If you exhibit a life which is an expression of a fully activated 5-dimensional consciousness, then you can say that yes, I live on a new Earth. Also with another label, I'm integrating the force density energies, and it means that you already entered the new Earth. You can hold this frequency with stability, and they will be all around when this process, the transitioning of Gaia, is finished. So your consciousness is shows you an anticipation of this new Earth. And with my list, I want to help you find out where you are at the present moment. If you really want to find out whether your consciousness is corresponding to this frequency range of the new Earth, you have to understand that I mean that the attributes I'm gonna list are very strongly present in your life. You live a life with all these things I'm gonna list, and others maybe, and similar ones. You can find your relation, and it means that if it turns out that one or two signs fit you, it's nice, it's beautiful, but it doesn't mean that these things occupy your consciousness and are with you every day in your daily life fully, because it's like then it means that you are on your way, and everybody is beginning all the time with checking in, by checking in. So you are transitioning, you are between two words, and yes, but checking in is fine, but at the same time we have to be honest with ourselves. Checking in doesn't equal fully living it, all right? And what I mean, and what I would like to use as a mirror, this list, it wants to tell you that if you have all these things in your life every day, and they make out your life, then you can say, yes, I have arrived, or I'm about to arrive. And here's the thing, I encourage you not to use or misuse this list as a tool for judgment, self-judgment, or judging others. Am I performing well or not? Everybody performs. It has its own divine order and perfection how your life is unfolding. And if you find out, based on such a list, that you maybe are not fully, you don't use your full capacities yet, all right, then you can do something to go forward. So life always offers you the next chance and the next chance to evolve. So everybody's going into the right direction if they are willing to do so. At the same time, I would like to point out that if you have not arrived in this frequency range, yes, 2017 definitely gives you a good chance to catch up, because jumping from the old to the new is still relatively easy. You can integrate ascension energies and use them in a constructive way. Based on my intuition and on the knowledge of the collective, it seems that this year, 2017, is a year in which you can still relatively easily make the shift by using and integrating the ascension energies. So this year you can make this quantum leap easily, and if you don't do it this year, it is very likely that from 2018 it's gonna be harder and harder as to jump, as the gap between the old and the new world will be bigger and bigger. Please don't be fearful of anything. It is important now to realize that all the time life gives you opportunities, want to wake you up, realize that actually you are this life, you slap into your own face. Catch up, man, because it is now your part to be a creator in this realm. So it is very positive, and it really helps you. Life helps you make this shift. It is just your free will to your willingness with which you can go along with this process. So please keep it in mind, and don't turn my lists or any other similar approaches into judgmental things which could then inhibit your evolution. We are co-creating here together this wonderful transitioning with Kaya, and everybody's warmly welcomed on board. So with this in mind, again, let's get into that list. So here is the first sign. You live from your being. Or as a dear friend of mine, Cecilia Weirmore, calls it, you lead from being. Being is a leading aspect of your embodied experience, if you will. You are not run by programs, by your character. You see through the human drama and you don't buy into it. If you choose any programs, they are there to serve your highest goal. And your individual story, your name, your frames you used to live in are not relevant at all. You live from being, you create from within all the time. And you know that it happens, that you create your reality. And it comes with ease, with a sense of spaciousness, not so much addicted to the physical. Number 2. You have deep roots in the mother, in Gaia. You live in nature or spend as much time as you can in nature. Number 3. It is also relating to the first one. You have an enhanced ability to consciously create in this earthly realm. You have the capacity of holding focused attention. You are able to create and energize thought forms, desires, put them into relation or some kind of structure, unify them in a stable creation template, so you can really go for long-term goals and progress astonishingly quickly. So it is your mission template, if you will. It is available to you. You give birth to things within and manifest them without. Emotional stability. You can let life happen, and if anything that serves agendas you are not relating to, for example, if fear or hate or something is arising around you, pushed toward you, or is being created in you for a moment, you have tools to detach yourself from those mental and emotional states. To put it shortly, you cannot stay in these states anymore. You change quickly. On the other hand, you spend time in joy, in passion, in compassion, or at least you experience a relaxing neutrality. Everything is fine. It's relaxing. The bottom line is that you are responsive to your environment, but in a way that it does not so much affect your core essence. Thus, all the bad things that might occur do not screw up your day emotionally. Number 5. Raising your Kundalini. You have raised your Kundalini. You opened the chakras and integrated them in one beautiful flow at least once. And now you can play with these divine energies in your body, learning to balance them out. Also, I would include here the change of your body. And it involves your outlook, and it also means that your health is definitely different than as it used to be. Also, it's strongly related. Number 6, healing. You healed yourself. If you had any issues, health issues, you went through a healing journey. You healed yourself also physically, and you are ready to heal others if they ask for it. Number 7. Merging your consciousness with others. You live in an emerging community of other divine beings. Many of them are awakened or are doing the process, and it is likely that you live on a grid point. And you are very much into tuning into group entities by having experiences of being one with those who are close to you. You may have also found your soul family, your tribe. Number 8. Psychic abilities. Channeling, astral projection, healing abilities are part of your daily life. Number 9. ET contact or ED contact. It stands for extra dimensional. It can be inner earth, it can be other realm. You are in contact with your guides, maybe with your ancestors, also in a way that they are there on a regular basis, and you are aware that you co-create a new reality with them together. You exchange information with them, you learn from each other, and it is nothing special at all. Number 10. You change your occupation. Quitting your job, doing something else, and also you are discovering that you have different aptitudes and things that you can do well, and you begin to run multiple careers if you want. You instead of having one occupation, you have different things you do on a regular basis, also for earning money, also in terms of earning money. You use the different aspects of yourself and try them out in different occupations. Number 11. You want to share. And this is my favorite. You have so much energy that you have the feeling that you have to put it into something creative and share it with others. Number 12. You live in abundance. You have wealth, but it is not based on money. It is based on your sense of worthiness, and abundance expresses itself in many different ways in your life. One of them can be, if it is relevant for your mission, financial, and it is usually the case that it comes also in this way. Number 13. You participate in lifelong projects like Passion Planet, check them out, wonderful guys, or Veda Alusia, or Terra Animam in my case. Your main goal is actually to facilitate the change on this planet, and you have the capacity to work for this goal until it is done. Number 14. Your subjective experience of time has changed. You live in the now and visit linearity only as often as it is important to interact with those in other frequency ranges. And last but not least, number 15, you are discovering your multidimensionality. It doesn't mean that you are fully mastering it. You are discovering your multidimensional nature. You have a beginning understanding of timelines and how to jump between timelines, how to how to change your focus, and you gain or regain your memory of different experiences which are not from this physical reality. Also, it is a wonderful sign that you managed to remove limitations, and now you are ready to live a life which is an expression of a fully embodied divine consciousness. Welcome on board, guys. So that's it, folks. If you find that you rank high in this assessment list, so to speak, then it is a strong indication that you've made it. Congratulations. And yes, I know that such a list cannot apply to everybody. I think that there are people who have a little bit different experiences, but you know, if you have such things in your consciousness with that intensity I'm suggesting in this video, then it is equivalent. So you don't stick to one list. It's just an indication, but a strong indication. And it is wonderful because, you know, your subjective experience of this new reality is really an expression of life on this new plane of existence. And just one technical information, my trueinspiration.net website is not available at the moment. I focus my attention to the project of my tribe, Terra Animam, and it doesn't affect my YouTube channel. It's still running, and you can connect anytime via YouTube or Facebook. Remember, your precious beings, make humans fly and spread the inspiration.